The insurrectionist in chief is back in the news this week. You remember Donald Trump and his motley crew, or is that motley coup?
It should be that he can simply be reinstated, that a new inauguration date is set.
It wasn't just the likes of Sidney Powell. Trump's former national security advisor, Michael Flynn, appeared to endorse a military coup like the one in Myanmar.
I want to know why what happened in Myanmar can't happen here.
No reason. I mean, it should happen here. No reason. But that's right.
It's Myanmar, not Myanmar. Myanmar. Never mind. Flynn has since backtracked on this, but Trump has been stirring this pot for weeks.
It's going to be a very interesting time in our country. It's going to be a very interesting time. You understand what that means, because it will be, I mean, how do you govern when you lost? How do you govern when you lost?
Sounds like he wants to get the old mob back together again. But hold on. As for this notion that Trump could reassume the presidency, one Trump associate told me advisors have been stressing to him it's not happening. Another Trump advisor said Trump is, quote, desperate for attention these days. Speaking of desperate, I also spoke with Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy, who has been spreading this nonsense that Trump will be back in office in August. Lindell claims Trump got the idea from him.
All the evidence I have, everything is going to go before the Supreme Court, and the election of 2020 is going bye-bye. Donald Trump will be back in office in August.
Lindell was recently on Jimmy Kimmel. It did not go well.
Do you really understand this stuff?
Yes, absolutely.
Like, what does do you know what an IP address is?
Yeah, an IP, and then we have the IDs of the computer. Now
what does IP stand for? Do you know?
Where the I don't know what it stands for.
See, IP. I think that you should know what IP stands for if you have evidence.
It's where the computers are at, wherever the IP address is of the computers. I mean,
so you're not an expert when it comes to this stuff.
I don't have to be.
I don't have to be. Want to hear the sad thing? Lindell told me Trump called him after that appearance to tell him how well he did. It's almost like Trump wishes he had been on Kimmel. Sad. But not as sad as the man the mob wanted to hang on January 6th, letting Trump off the hook.
You know, President Trump and I have spoken many times since we left office. And I don't know if we'll ever see eye to eye on that day. But I will always be proud of what we accomplished for the American people over the last 4 years.
Don't see eye to eye. Agree to disagree. On an insurrection? What makes this so dangerous is that this could happen again. Just listen to what some Trump supporters are saying.
It's going to be like Myanmar, what's happening in Myanmar. The military is doing their own investigation, and at the right time, they're going to be restoring the republic with Trump as president.
It's Myanmar. Anyway, now Lara Trump said on Fox she doesn't know where this reinstatement stuff is coming from.
As far as I know, there are no plans for Donald Trump to be in the White House in August. Maybe there's something I don't know.
Thank goodness, because there is no mechanism for Trump to get reinstated. That is delusional. If Trump really believes he will be back in the White House this August, he should get help. You are not well, sir. You need to get over this. Same goes for the GOP. It's as if much of the Republican Party is trapped in a Jimmy Buffett tune. Wasting away again in Lagoville. Looking for that next election to assault. Some people claim that there is an orange man to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. Hey, I was thinking about Bedminster Rhapsody. Oh, Margarita, Margarita, let me go. But I digress. Listen, Trump's life, it's like a country music song. He's lost the House, He's lost the Senate. He's lost the White House, his website. If he had a dog, the dog would leave him too. If you're Trump, why not let America's democratic institutions burn? But perhaps what we are witnessing these days is more of a slow motion coup. Some 14 states have enacted 22 new laws making it harder to vote since Trump lost. The sham audit of the votes continues in Arizona. Some Pennsylvania Republicans flew there to get a closer look. In Texas, the GOP wants to revive their restrictive voting bill. More than 100 scholars said it best this week. Our democracy is fundamentally at stake. History will judge what we do at this moment. Please, no more elections to assault. If it happens again, it will be our own damn fault.